Good morning. Today's topic is financial management, accounts, and computing at subcenter. The objectives are: after going through the unit, you should able to describe the activities for which funds are received and spent at the subcenter under the National Health Mission (NHM). The mechanism for accounting and bookkeeping requirements as per the important accounting principles and policies under the National Health Mission (NHM). Basic tools for financial management such as the budget and audit. Activities for which funds are received and spent. At first, RCH Flexipool. Under this Flexipool, there is two subpoint, that is JSY payments to mothers and ASHAs and any other to be specified. The purpose of JSY payments to mothers and ASHAs, that is received from blocks for disbursement to JSY beneficiaries and ASHAs. Another activities are NRHM additionalities, that are in untied fund at subcenters and untied fund for VHSC, that is Village Health and Sanitary Committee. Third one is annual maintenance grants at subcenters and any other to be specified. The untied funds at subcenter, the ANM of this subcenter receive this fund from blocks, and untied fund for VHSC, that is also received from block for all the VHSCs under its jurisdiction. Annual maintenance grants at subcenter, that is also received from block. Janani Suraksha Yojana. The purpose of this scheme is to provide cash assistance with antenatal care during the pregnancy period, institutional care during delivery, and immediate postpartum period in a health center by establishing a system of coordinated care by field level health worker. Under this scheme, cash assistance is provided to women from below BPL families for enabling them to deliver in health institutions. The purpose of the scheme is to encourage institutional deliveries, which would in turn help to bring down MMR and IMR. Eligible amounts. Several states have come out with their own variations of the JSY, keeping in mind the contextual requirements for their state. Example, in the state of Rajasthan, payments to beneficiary at CSC or PSC, the amount is rupees 1000. At subcenter level, rupees 1400 plus 300 for transportation. Payment to ASHAs, that is rupees 200, 100 and 100 after 2 days. Funds are received from the block for the said activity. Untied funds for subcenter. Purpose and eligible amounts. As a part of the NHM program, untied fund to the tune of rupees 10,000 is provided to each subcenter annually. The purpose of the fund is to provide for urgent yet discrete requirements at the subcenter so as to increase their workability and at the same time ensure their functionality. They are also given an annual maintenance grant of rupees 10,000 per annum. Guidelines for use of subcenter funds under NHM. As part of the National Health Mission, it is proposed to provide each subcenter with rupees 10,000 as an untied fund to facilitate meeting urgent yet discrete activities that need relatively small sums of money. The fund shall be kept in a joint bank account of the ANM and the Sarpanch. Decisions on activities for which the funds are to be spent will be approved by the Village Health Committee and be administered by the ANM. Untied funds will be used only for the common good and not for individual needs, except in the case of referral and transport in emergency situations. Untied funds for Village Health and Sanitation Committees VHSC under the subcenter. Every VHSC, that is Village Health and Sanitation Committee, to get rupees 10,000 per year as untied funds. The Village Health and Sanitation Committee envisaged under NRHM is also within the overall umbrella of Panchayati Raj institutions. Compositions of the Village Health and Sanitation Committee. At least 50% members of the Village Health and Sanitation Committees should be women. Every hamlet within a revenue village must be given due representation on the Village Health and Sanitation Committee to ensure that the needs of the weaker sections, especially scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, are fully reflected in the activities of the committee. A provision of at least 30% representation from the non-governmental sector. Representations of women self-help group. Village Health Fund. Every such committee duly constituted and oriented would be entitled to an annual untied grant of rupees 10,000 which could be used for any village level public health activities in extraordinary cases of a destitute woman or very poor households, a resource for community actions at the local level, nutrition, education and sanitation, environmental protection and public health measures, etc. Maintenance of bank account. The Village Health and Sanitation Committee fund shall be credited to a bank account, will be operated with the joint signature of ASHA or health link worker or Anganwadi worker along with President of the Village Health and Sanitation Committee or Pradhan of the Gram Panchayat. Accountability. Every village health and sanitation committee needs to maintain updated household survey data to enable need based interventions. Maintain a register where complete details of activities undertaken, expenditure incurred, etc., will be maintained for public scrutiny. The block level Panchayat Samiti will review the functioning and progress of activities undertaken by the VHSC. The district mission in its meeting also through its members or block facilitators supporting ASHA. A database may be maintained. Accounting and bookkeeping requirements. Important accounting principles and policies to be followed. Accounting shall be done on cash basis, that is, a transactions shall be accounted for at the time of receipt or payment only. The books of accounts of the sub-center shall be maintained on double entry book keeping principles. Period accounting period followed shall be the financial year of the Government of India, that is 1st April to 31st March. Maintenance of books of account. Columnar petty cash book, bank register, ledger book, fixed asset or stock register, JSY register. Accounting process and internal control. Cash or bank book. Subcenter should withdraw cash as required and not have heavy cash in hand. Cash book is to be updated on a weekly basis. Physical cash should tally with the figure of cash as per books. Bank passbook, bank statement to be updated regularly. Bank account to be opened and operated under joint signature of the ANM and Sarpanch in any scheduled commercial bank or Gramin bank or post office. All checks shall be signed by the two signatories as authorized by the governing or executive body of the society in line with defined underlines with defined guidelines. All cash or checks or demand drafts, etc., received should be deposited into bank as early as possible. Payments and expenditure. All vouchers, bills, invoices to be scrutinized thoroughly before making payments. All supporting documents in original should be defaced as paid and cancelled with details of check number and date. All expenditure made should be in accordance with the approval of the sanctioning authority in line with delegation of power as prescribed by the state. Expenditures to be debited to the correct account head. The subcenter should endeavour to make all payments only by crossed account paycheck. Fixed asset. Annual physical verification of fixed assets, if any, purchased out of untied grants should be conducted by block accountant with major discrepancies in physical verification, if any, reported to the BMO, block medical officer. Utilization certificates or UC reporting. The subcenter is required to submit the UC annually, duly signed by the ANM of the subcenter along with the vouchers. The ANM should review the UC or utilization certificate along with books of accounts prepared by the ASHA of the VHSCs under its jurisdiction for correctness and countersign the same before submitting or forwarding it to the block or supervisory unit. As per GFR requirements, utilization certificate also needs to be submitted for any funds received under NDCPs, National Disease Control Programs. Preparing a budget. At first, what is budget? A financial statement or plan for future activities in your health center. The characteristic of this budget, it is prepared in advance. It focuses on the future, that is, it is future oriented. It is expressed in quantitative forms, physical or monetary unit or both. Uses of budget, it brings about the efficiency. It serves as a benchmark for controlling ongoing activities. It helps in reducing wastage and losses by revealing them in time for corrective actions. Now the steps in preparing budget. At first, list out the activities you wish to carry out in your subcenter for the next year. Then, for each of the activities, mention number and money, etc. required. Then, add the total cost, and this is your budget for the subcenter in the next year. Now, what is audit? Auditing is a systematic examination of the books and records related to finances. What is the scope of audit? To check the arithmetical accuracy of the accounts, to check the books of accounts with the help of all the relevant vouchers, invoices, correspondences, and minute books, etc. To verify the assets and liabilities shown in the balance sheet, to report to the client on the basis of his findings. Now, the objectives of audit: ensuring the correctness and completeness of accounts, ensuring regulations of expenditure by examination of accounts, looking into the honesty of financial transactions to detect errors and frauds, ensuring that the funds expended by institutions have produced the desired result. Now, the audit process. Audit is done by the auditors identified. They will visit you and ask for various records and documents related to the activities you have carried out in the given financial year. The various records and vouchers related to the account as you have maintained at the subcenter will be examined by them. The suggestions for the improvement in future will be given by them. So, we have already discussed the list of activities under which the subcenter receives money from blocks and supervisory unit. List the guidelines for use of the entire fund of subcenter. List the important accounting principles and policies to be followed at the subcenter. What is budget? What are the steps in preparing budget? And what is audit? Scope of audit? So, thank you.